What I'm going to do in today's session, first of all, as I said, I'm going to give you the introduction to the Git, how to create your GitHub account, and then the entire work of a website like HTML, CSS, like static website, if you're able to produce, how to pirate it into the Git and able to showcase it. So as this is the first day for the Git, obviously some of the operations become like you need to understand the things over there. So what we need to do, as I already explained you, a version control software. Okay, so you guys need to just go to the Git and if you type git github.com, if you want to learn about, nothing to worry about, you can go with the, here is the role of a Google. You can, what is Git? Okay, so you will gather all the details about the Git software. Git is a distributed version control system for tracking changes in any set of files. It is not related to the softwares only. Okay, just try and understand one thing. Git software will not provide, because every day whatever the work you are doing, okay, instead of carrying it under the local machine, you use a Git. It's like you are writing program 1, program 2, program 2, and so nothing to worry about. You can even able to directly put your work into the Git, and second day you can work it on. So in that folder which you are working, you can keep it into the onto the net on the in a software called as Git, and you can again work it on. So means every additive things you can add, so one line, save it to the internet. So you can work from anywhere else. You don't need a specific machine. You need to go to any machine, clone that work, and start working, right? So that is how work from anywhere else will start. And the main thing, that is because of a Git software, right? So it's that important. Anyway, what we need to do, as you already aware about how to create a Git account, that's not a big deal. Okay, you can sign out and create a new account also. So here let me tell you one procedure. It's a signing procedure, means enter your name, surname, and all this. Email ID it will ask you, valid email ID, okay, and your Git password. So when you create the Git account, it will, for the verification reason, it will give you the verify link to your email ID. So go to the email ID and verify that, right? So your Git username and the password, that is important over here, and then you can log in. That normal procedure, you can the way you create your Gmail account and all this stuff. So that I'm going to not going to explain you, right? So now what you need a valid GitHub account, GitHub, okay, account over there. And after that, to navigate or to work it onto the I'll just like create a GitHub account and verify it by email ID, valid email ID. I believe it's simple. You can create your own uh, own create account, GitHub account for that. So now here, what are the advantages one will get of having a Git account? The entire world community is observing you, because this work, just like if you have a Facebook account, what will happen? Your profile, okay, your profile image, who you are, that can be viewed by others, right?
Yes.
So that is able to develop your face value. That is Facebook. If you want to enhance your professional value, you should have a GitHub account. So look here, this is my GitHub account. Sushil Pudke, 20 years of experience in software development, application architecture, design, projects management. Okay, this is my what my website, where it is in Nagpur, what is the Twitter account, what work he did. So everything is there. So one is observing me also. So that is my professional account, okay, where people can connect me. If you can search to anyone, you can search over here. So directly people can connect to me, use my work, contribute in my work, and that is how professional network grow, right? So this is what another advantage you'll get over here. Anyway, now what I discussed, I should have my own account, right? And now I'm going to create a new repository. Now repository means a globally shareable program, a folder which you want to put onto the Git, that is called as Git repository. Maybe Nazim had created a Git repository, okay, for C programs, for C++ programs, Java programs. So whatever he will do, he will go to store into that folder, right? So I'll firstly make you introduce about how to create a repository, right? Let us say I'll create a folder, demo website sort of, right? And I'm going to open this folder into the command prompt and code dot, so that I can open it into the Visual source code. Okay, so it will open in the Visual source code. And let's say I'm going to create a first page by the name of index.html maybe, okay, and here is HTML head, title, my first web page, then the body, background color equal to whatever, and then I'm going to type welcome to Axiom Tech Guru, whatever, and here I'm using, okay, whatever happened, so it will go to the new line also. In this manner I produce the web page. Control S to save it, and I know that whatever work I am going to produce here, I can directly browse it, open with the, so this is what the result of it. So now you already know how to create the HTML, CSS and link, all these stuff are there. So in this manner you produce your website over here, right? So I'm just like giving a simple example, but now this is not the end result. Okay, what I am expecting, I'm going to little bit make it beautify. So here is the you got the site by the various pages, CSS, and you already have a website available over here. Now you want to publish it. Actually, the reason is it's a local browser you are viewing it, but I want to publish it under the, so that like I can provide you the URL and you can able to view it sort of. So for that reason, okay, we already have a Git account that you know. What I need to do, you need to install a Git software so that the commands I can use over here and able to store this entire local files into the Git. For that reason, here now to check it out, Git version, the first command you have to use Git version. So it is saying Git version 2.9.2 Windows 2 is available, means it is installed. In your case it may not be installed, so what you have to do, download Git. Okay, so you can go with the Git download Windows. Okay, so the Git window download, if you download from here, you can find this PC in the downloads. You'll have a Git version somewhere. Yeah, here it is, Git. Okay, 2.9.2 64 bits. Okay, if you double click on this, so Git will be installed, right? Once Git will be installed, how to check it out whether the Git is installed in your machine or not? By using the command called as Git version. Clear? So this is the version you installed. What you need a GitHub account. Go to the GitHub, give your credentials, valid email ID, go to the email ID, verify that GitHub account will be generated, and by that credentials you can log into the Git. Second, on your machine, to connect your local folder to the repository, you need a Git to be installed. Certain commands you have to enter, so you install your Git. Is it okay? Now I'm over here, demo website. Now demo, in case of demo website, I create a folder, create a page, and the result of the page is like this. But I want to publish it, so that like here it will not run locally. If I provide you the link to your machine, then if you click on it, it should be available on the web, right? So that is what I'm expecting from you. Understood it till now? Okay. Now what I will do, I'll go to the Git, I'll create a new repository, because here I'm already having the repositories, but in your case I'm going to create the new repository. Okay, new repository by the name Sushil Pudke, and then okay. So what I will do, first of all, let us say if I'm having another repository already exists, so let me check it out. That I will delete it firstly. Yeah, this is. Now you're not supposed to do this. Okay, because in your account there is no repository already available. Okay, now what I'm going to create a new repository. Now to publish the website, you should have a repository by the same name, like Sushil, your owner name. Okay, okay, dot GitHub dot io, right? What is but like let us say your username is Nazim, right? So to publish your website, your repository name has been nazim.github.io. For other works, there is no requirement. You can create repository by any name. But to publish the website, this is what I'm going to explain. If you want to maintain the C programs, my C programs, maybe the repository name. So all the C programs will be there. But now the repository which you want to publish, that have a name as a username.github.io. I'll explain later on, right? Okay, and make it a public repository. If in a description my first website publish, you can add it. You have the public over here, and that's it. Nothing to rest. You cannot. You are not supposed to add anything. It's very simple. The only thing, if you want to publish your website, it should have a name as a your username github.io. That is compulsory. Means you can create only one. Means GitHub is actually providing you the virtual space where you can pirate your website. Okay, without cost. Are you getting my point? So otherwise you have to buy a domain name and various things are there. But like here, it's a free of cost. Create repository. I create the repository. Once you create the repository, sushilpudke.github.io. Oh, it's like dot instead of dot, I believe. There is some hyphen is there, no? Okay, we'll delete this also then, because it has to be dot. Okay. This one. There is setting. Okay, if you want to delete. New repository. .io. Okay, public. Okay, now repository created, and it consists nothing now, means no files are available now. It's a blank repository. So you can check it out over here. It's a blank repository. Now this local folder, okay, which consists these files, I want to migrate it. I want to store it into the repository, right? So for that reason, you have to add some commands. Okay, you have a git account, you have a git installed. Now what I will add, git init, git initialization. These all commands are available over here also for the help. Okay, GitHub help you out. So git init, initialize means this, first of all you should be in that folder, okay, which you want to upload, let's say for example. Okay, git init, git initialize, init means initialize. Then git status, check the status of git. So it is showing this index.html in red, so it means I'm not knowing this to that repository. I'm not knowing this. This is not the, what I can say, track file, means I'm not, it is not in my mind what the index.html means, right? So what I'm saying, git add dot means entire directory, okay, whatever the number of files you are having, please add it. Okay, so if I add it, and then if I check a git status, it will say okay, index.html, yes, I am knowing it now, green, right? Now I want to send these all the files, okay, to the repository. So here is the command I'm having, git remote add, means these are all the local files, no? These are all the local files I want to add to this repository, right? So if I say git remote add origin and that entire path of git repository, okay, then I will say git commit message my first website publish, whatever the comment you want to take it. Okay, commit means now you commit this operation. I'll explain you the code commands again, not a problem. So I commit it, and then git push means that all the files available in the local, I want to push it to the repository, right? Git push origin master means like there is a branch, master branch, I want to push this all the code. Sorry, origin, okay. So this all the stuff what we have in the local directory will be pushed to the here. Now if you check it out, look at the code, okay, index.html comes over here. So the entire folder which was locally produced, I can able to send it to the repository, right? So now if you open your browser and if you type sushilpurke.github.io, okay, and enter, what happened? Now this is available in your web. So if I say go to your machine, and if I copy this and then okay, Gmail, okay, and right now if you are mobile available, okay, you can click on that link, that page is available with you, right? So it's not a snapshot. Like right now I produce only the single page, but if you have a CSS and everything, a beautiful e-commerce site over there, you can access it. It's www.amazon.com, www.facebook.com. So here www.https://sushilpurke/github.io, enter, so your site is visible, right? Now if you can Yeah, I am sharing this link with you right now. Also, if you click on that particular link, that page will be appear, the page which I produce over here. Now you already know about how like index. No, it's not a index.html means main program sort of. So there is no need to. If you are having a.html, you have to specify a. Then so HTML page, CSS, okay, login, admin, whatever. If you are admin, then slash admin. Then admin, you got the admin having index.html. So you can create a folder over here, so that all the pages you can able to access through now web. Now, what other advantage you'll get it over here? Every day you can this entire code base is accessible to you, right? So to your any machine, if this website is not available, you can simply write git clone and this URL git clone. I'll help you out later on. Git clone, like if you look here, if you copy this URL, no, if I make it a command git clone and paste it, so the entire folder with all the files will be available in local machine. Git clone and copy that URL. Are you getting my point clear? Means it is very simple, because throughout the day whatever I work, now I am dealing with only one file. You may deal with 1,000 files, no? So fraction of seconds it all up. Next day you come any machine, git clone. If you are sitting at your place or anywhere else, if the softwares are not available, nothing to worry about. You install the softwares, git clone something, entire work will be there. You start working, work throughout the day, push it, commit, push some of the commands at git commit, git push, okay, create a branch, repository. This every day, if you do the work every day like this, you have your own laptop, you have your own smartphones, network enabled, where we are using it. If you are a computer science students, okay, we all purchase a laptop of 40,000 rupees, okay, investments, everything, but again the question arises, okay, have we used that investment properly? We haven't produced any kind of, we don't know about the git, we don't know about these all any applications, we haven't able to produce. What is use of it, right? So considering this thing, it's become very easy things for you, okay? So I believe I able to explain you, okay, that this is how we can able to produce it, and then anything which you up onto the web, you can able to access it over there. So it's a login and all this stuff. So I will what is the, let's collect what we did point wise. You have a version control software, you should have an account, you should have your own profile image and all this stuff, addition things you can edit, your experience, what you are doing, okay, entrance at Axiom Tech Guru, so that this data goes globally. The next is install Git software to your machine, okay, by downloading and get installed, right? After that, create a folder and create a site. Then use following, okay, create, then create a repository, okay, create a repository on the GitHub by name, your name actually, okay, your user ID dot github dot io, okay. After that, now that GitHub repository created. Repository means the virtual folder, where you want to keep your all the data, right? Then back to the command prompt, switch to folder. Okay, which you want to publish. CD, okay, my website setup. Then use the command git init. What is going to do? Initialize git to folder. Prior, you can use a command called as git version to check the version of git installed, right? Git init. Then git status. To check status of tracked files. Git add dot add. This is the explanation. Huh? You're not supposed to write the command. Huh? Git to add. I'll just do one thing. This is files to git, right? Then you have to use a command git push origin. Okay, that you'll get it from here. Git remote. That command is available over there. Git remote means like this local folder. I have to set it to the git remote, add origin to that GitHub. Okay, so to access that GitHub repository, I'm always having this URL available over here. So you can copy that URL from here. Copy. Huh? So the command you have to add, that command is git remote add origin to this URL, right? And then git commit and the message. Okay, my whatever message you want to website. Okay, and then git push origin master main branch. I want to push it over there, right? This is for commit all changes. Push the code to master branch, right? So this is what exactly the things we have to do, and you can able to publish your first website, right? So now if I use here /admin, so admin's index page will open. This is about the user interface. Now what I'm expecting from you guys, you already have your HTML pages, CSS, so and like anything you can do. You got a table creations and like, so I'm today expecting at least the user interface, user exists user should be login, new user registered here, then admin login, you already have that interface over here.
So we can use that old file.
Yeah, you have to use your old file over there. Here I had given you the repository will be new. Okay, repository will be new. So and you can replace that file also, not a problem. You can delete that repository, create new one. That all experiments are there. It's all of no cost, and we are doing the experiments out of it. So you can all the work you can publish onto the web like this, right? So you can right now, just like as I said, okay, you can share your you can use that link. Okay, you can use that link over here and able to publish it. So share your link and whatever your HTML CSS pages you generate. Okay, anything you can work it on. Index means your main page, but if you have any specific page, okay, let's say I will right now here I will add another page by the name of a.html, right? Whichever, and like randomly typing. Okay, my second page. Okay, and then I saved it. Then I will back to the code. And go to the terminal now. Okay, command prompt. Terminal means the command prompt again, right? Git init, already initialized over there. Git status, that a.html is a new, and let git add dot or git status. It is added over there. And then git commit -n, new file added. This is the comment, okay, because like I'll explain you later on, because Git we are not studying it deeply. Later on, if you make if somebody like makes some mistakes, so original code should not be damaged. Okay, so who did that? Why did that? Okay, so that I can, because like if I'm going to provide you the project, and if she something did a mistake and push it, so original code base will be destroyed, no? So that's why the comments and all the things, okay, will be added. Push. Yes. Now once it published, okay, if I use here instead of index, automatically comes over there. If I say a dot html file, it may not be, okay, you have to refresh it. Okay, yet to be here, no? So you refresh this. Okay, a.html is there. Now you can refresh it, right? So it means local website or the local repositories you're going to store into the websites and create a website out of it. Are you point? REST code is the same. Now I want to see this is about the website. Now I want to store my C programs. So what I can do? So nothing to worry about. Okay, you first of all go to the folder. etc bin or any program you are having. Okay, so or you can create your folder over here. Okay, and let's say my programs. Okay, and then I'll store this file over here. Go to that folder, then create a repository, new repository. Now here there is no need to name it as a github.io because it's not a website we publish. I can name it as a my program sort of. Okay, and make it public, and that's it. So when you create the repository by the name of my program, here you will get the like commands and all these things already comes over there. So you go to the folder, then again the same, you can check it out, your git version installed. I'm explaining you what the commands you have to use. Okay, git init, git status to check the status, git add space dot all the files you added, then git status again, then git that you have to add the origin. Okay, that yeah, here it is, git remote. Okay, so you have to git remote, add origin, git commit -m message my files whatever, and git push origin master, right? Main branch I want to produce it. And if you go to that, if you check it over here, that all the local files will come over here, right? That entire folder will be available. So now I am having that all the version, anywhere I can use it sort of. Are you getting it? So this is what now if you want to keep your own versions, your Aadhaar card, your documents, everything, you can create a folder and save it. Whenever where you're required, you can take it back and clone it and use it over there. Are you getting it? But like, don't keep that data over here. The reason is it is publicly shareable, right? So this is what all idea about. Okay, but you can make it a private repository so that it cannot be shared to anyone. This is about, I'm talking about the public repository where the global community can share the codes and update it. What is the reason behind it? Whatever I did today, you can make a clone of it, update it, and again reproduce the things. So worldwide open handshake alliances or the worldwide global developers community is working in this manner. Alright, so that whatever he did, I can contribute. Whatever I did, other can contribute, and this is what how the development goes on. Is it clear? So can I expect these things from you today?